Hello and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here today for a special proclamation presented to the Safe Soil Movement, Conscious Planet Safe Soil 2026. To my right is Shashank Gupta, an Oak Tree Road and Green Street businessman. He's one of the largest importers of fabric from India in the United States. And Chaitra is with him. She's a member of his organization. I'm also joined by Council President Sharon McAuliffe and 5th Ward Councilwoman Debbie Mean. And to my left is Tom Flynn, who works in our Sustainable Division, doing a whole lot of great things. So I'm going to basically turn this over to you because you know this way better than I do, and I would not do it justice to explain what the Safe Soil Movement was and why you asked us to do a resolution in support of it. I got to tell you, not being an environmental expert, I turned it right over to Tom. So the reason you're here is because he said it's okay. So let me turn it over to you and tell us a little about the movement and why you asked for this and how it all works. Go ahead.
Sure. So firstly, thank you, Mayor, for doing this. So Safe Soil was a movement that was started by Sadhguru, and it basically stemmed out of the fact that we have this massive problem that a lot of people don't know about but experience on a daily basis. It's basically we are getting weaker, our health is getting weaker because our soil is getting weaker. And a lot of people think these are problems that we don't face in the United States, but 52% of US topsoil has already been degraded. And increasing organic content in the soil itself can fix a lot of our problems. Firstly, when it comes to nutrition, back in 1920s, our grandfathers or great-grandfathers, the amount of nutrient they used to get from one oranges, we need to eat eight times as many oranges today to get the same level of nutrients. I'm 35, I've started taking supplements, and the reason we're being forced to do that is because our soil is not as rich as it used to be. So the kind of macronutrients that we get from our soil, we're not getting that anymore. Not only that, if we increase organic content in the soil, it really helps us solve a lot of other problems as well. In terms of carbon emission, soil that has more organic content can sequester more carbon. It's actually significantly more effective than EV cars. It can help stop droughts because soil that's rich in organic content can hold water longer, our water tables will be higher. It can prevent us from more forest fires because, again, if there is higher water content in the soil, you will have less trees that are like matchsticks that can turn into flames like that. I know it's usually not been a problem in Jersey, but we had that problem last year where we had forest fires here. I know California is dealing with it, so it's something that we really need to be aware about, and part of the reasons why I really joined the movement was there was a line that really hurt me where we're essentially eating the soil that we're eating the food that's meant for our kids because the soil is getting depleted to a level where we have maybe 60 cycles of agricultural rounds left before we run into major food shortage issues. So if we don't tackle this issue now, and if the young kids are the ones that are not talking about this, they're the ones that are really going to suffer it. So yeah.
How do you tackle it?
How do we tackle it? So we made a lot of policy recommendations. Actually, EU about a month ago just signed into law some of the policy recommendations that the Safe Soil Movement made. We're talking about this is not a fight against fertilizer companies. This is really more about bringing organic content back to the soil again. So back in the day, farms used to have trees on them. We didn't basically just plow the land and leave it empty the entire time because all the microorganisms that are in the soil tend to die with the excess heat. So the recommendations that we're making is we want farmers to be able to have more trees. And there are different solutions for different climates, but here it would be having more trees on the soil, and the farmer needs a little bit of hand holding while that happens because of course their income in the short term is going to go down, but over the long period their income will go higher, and we've seen examples of this happen already, and there are case studies for this on consciousplanet.org if people want to read about it, how farmers' incomes have 300x that have implemented having more animals back on the farms, having more trees back on the farms, so they can introduce more organic content in the farms.
Interesting. Tom, you want to add anything? When I gave this to you to say, look it over, what was your reaction?
Yeah, I think everything's been said there. I mean, it's just a fantastic movement. Soil health is the cornerstone for all sustainability initiatives, and I applaud all the work that are done. The second I saw it there, I thought it was a great thing to jump on, and thank you guys so much for bringing it to our attention. Appreciate it.
All right, great. How about we take some pictures, if you don't mind? Move this out of the way here. Everybody get a little closer to the middle here. All right, now. Thanks, Val. Thank you for